Simone Gbagbo, 76 years of age, Ivory Coast's former First Lady, has been cleared to run for president against the incumbent Alassane Ouattara, who is 83. Now, other big names, including ex-President Laurent Gbagbo and former banker Tidjane Thiam, were disqualified, igniting fears that the October 25th vote may not be fully fair and could trigger unrest among the country's 8.7 million voters. Her candidacy is a milestone for women in Ivorian politics, and she was jailed after the 2010 crisis, but later pardoned and has since rebuilt her base. Now, supporters see her as a symbol of change, although questions remain over whether her past and the sidelining of rivals will unite or further divide the country. On the show this evening, I'm joined by Dr. Gnaka Lagoke. He's an associate professor, history and Pan-Africanist studies, Lincoln University, Pennsylvania, USA. Thank you so much, Dr. Lagoke, for joining us.
Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you so much for staying with us, Dr. Lagoke.
Thank you very much for the opportunity.
All right, so before the break, yes, we had issues with the connection, but please go ahead and speak to us about your thoughts on Simone Gbagbo's surprise approval. Do you think it is a genuine reopening of political space or a tactical move by the ruling elite to split the opposition?
Yeah, I like your question, and we know it's obvious it is a tactical move by the government in order to further divide the opposition. As you know, Gbagbo is excluded, and then he represents the majority of the people who are in the opposition. And then by allowing his his ex-wife to run, the government wants to to divide the political opposition in the country. But for the lady, for her, it's a personal redemption, and then also it's a milestone for women in politics in Ivory Coast.
All right, so but do you think that she can realistically, broaden support beyond her traditional base, given her 2015 conviction, her later amnesty as well, and also long political history?
Yeah, the Ivory Coast politics is that people are divided in the country. So a natural base is represented by Gbagbo. That's a natural base. Gbagbo and people who are around him. She created her own political party. She has some people, but I don't see her taking the majority of the militants from Gbagbo's party, to go and then to support her in this election. I don't see that. It's not possible in Ivory Coast politics. And also, it's the same thing for the other gentleman, Don Melo, who was minister in Gbagbo's government, who now is running in his own name. But it's going to be difficult because we have the PDCI represented by Tidjane Thiam. We have Laurent Gbagbo, who is representing the former ruling coalition. And then we have Alassane Ouattara, the president who is in power, with his base. So these are the three major groups in Ivory Coast. So it's going to be difficult. If it's not Gbagbo, it's going to be difficult for people who support Gbagbo to go and support her.
Okay, but then the Constitutional Council, had actually cleared just 5 candidates from dozens of the applicants. Does that look like impartial vetting to you?
No, it's not impartial. Yeah, there's nothing impartial in what they did. Of course, it's an institution which is activated, which is working on behalf of the interests of the current ruling coalition, if I can use that expression. No, of course they did that because most of the leaders who were somehow attacking the government, were not allowed to run. So that is Soro Guillaume, who was with Alassane Ouattara, the rebel leader, who is in exile. And then, of course, he wanted to run. His name is not even on the electoral list. Gbagbo's name is not on the electoral list. And Tidjane Thiam's name was not on the electoral list.
Yes, they were excluded.
So, that's the tactic they're using.
So speaking of this, Laurent and Tidjane's exclusion, because I know Tidjane Thiam called his exclusion an act of democratic vandalism. But how likely is it, that those kinds of rulings will depress turnout or even provoke street protests?
Because we have 3 possibilities. People can do what we call passive boycott or an active boycott. or people can try to go and then, support those who are allowed, to run. I'm not sure who is going to win that battle, but there will be the battle of the streets in Ivory Coast. People are going to take to the streets. I don't know if they're going to really push the government to change the rules, but they will try. And there are some strong possibilities because Gbagbo is around. He's been in Ivory Coast politics for 50 years, and then he's a political leader with many lives. And then when people think that it is the end of Gbagbo, then we see like multiple comebacks. And Tidjane Thiam, even though he was not in the political arena, he has some network and he has some leverage. And many people in the party created by his grandfather, many people adore him. So I think because of those two personalities, there is a possibility that the street protests may succeed. It may not be, but they will start soon, I think, before the elections. And I think that they want to continue even after the election because now the people are faced with one choice, if I can use that expression. They think that they have to do everything possible to do an uprising, the same thing that happened in Burkina Faso, that took out of power Blaise Compaoré. People think that that's the way to go, so we will see how successful they can be.
All right. Now, I'm being told that we've been joined by Daniel Ozoukou. He is a research fellow in United Nations and International Affairs Institute in Abidjan, Côte d'Ivoire. Thank you so much, Mr. Ozoukou, for joining us at this moment. So let's hear from you, because Dr. Lagoke just said that if key opposition figures stay off the ballot, that we will be seeing passive or inactive boycotts. What are your thoughts? Should we also expect a unity ticket? Because I seem to remember when the opposition rallied against Laurent Gbagbo, or should we be seeing fragmentation? And which of this scenario is most destabilizing?
Thank you so much for your question. I think that we will face a complicated election because I can say the big fishes will not run for the election, and Laurent Gbagbo and Tidjane Thiam. But the clearance of some, I can say, taken figures of political landscape, including Simone Gbagbo, Awa Melo, and beyond, can, for me, change the game. Because today, many people in Ivory Coast, they don't want to boycott this election. The elites, the political leadership can call for a boycott, but I'm not sure that at the base level, people will follow. The reason why I'm saying that is regarding the support that Dr. Awa Melo received, okay, the support that he received, it means that at the base level, at the militant level, people will not follow fully Laurent Gbagbo, and they will engage in this electoral poll. So I think to succeed in this process, there should be a kind of unity between the political leaders, including our Melo, Simone Gbagbo, and I think I believe that those political leaders that are supporting the electoral competition with Alassane Ouattara, the unity can make a difference. So I believe I hear my friend Lagoke saying that people want to take the example of Burkina Faso. For me, as a political observer, I'm not too sure that they can take this side when there is no strong justification to mobilize people in the street. There is no great mobilization, and today the opposition landscape is clearly divided. Okay, so to succeed, in this process, at least the political.
Sorry to cut you short, Daniel. Now, you are a research scholar at Leaders of Africa Institute, and you also conducted a research on political violence, security, and crisis management, right? Now, how independent would you say is the Ivorian judiciary and also electoral administration today? And are there, institutional reforms that will reduce any form of political manipulation?
Thank you for that. This is a very interesting question because we observe that there is a manipulations of polls. So recently, a candidate complained about there is indication that there is a manipulation of the data that they have submitted. As Alassane said that. Said that it was not what he submitted as data that appeared in the Constitutional Council. So there is indication that Alassane Ouattara can manipulate the results. But I believe that if there is a system, as our Domino did in the 2020s and also in the 2010 and 2000, okay, if there is a system to control, to check the polls, I think that we can confront Ouattara. So the risk is there. Ouattara has taken all the institutions, Constitutional Council, Electoral Independent Commission, is controlling all these institutions. But we believe that if there is a system to check the final results, this can be a source for youth protests against the manipulation of elections.
All right, now I want to pass this question to both of you, but I would want you, Daniel, to respond first, and then we'll wrap up with Dr. Lagoke. Now, Daniel, what are the security risks, between now and the 25th of October, if the result is disputed?
Okay, so
briefly, please. Yes.
Today we know that Ouattara is very much harmed and is ensuring security in the country with a brutal way by convicting people, by putting them in jail. So I believe that if there is a kind of mobilization in the street, there will be, I can say, a bloodbath. Yeah, because Ouattara said that he will ensure the security, and any mobilization, any street fights can be critical for the country. So the security risks are there, but Ouattara is well prepared to confront this security risk.
All right, let's quickly have your last thoughts as well, Dr. Lagoke. In 1 minute, please.
Okay, 1 minute, give me two. Okay, so I think that people are. I think that I'll listen to Daniel, but we will see who is right. But Domelo, I don't think he has. He is prepared, in order to take Gbagbo's supporters away from Gbagbo for him, in order to have like a very good result in the election. So this is what I wanted to say. And then nobody knows the future, but Ouattara, who is in power, cannot say that he knows what will happen to him. That's why he's eliminating Tidjane Thiam, Gbagbo, all these people, hoping that, he can threaten people in order to secure like a fourth term. But, there will be some surprises in the country, not through ballots, but through the streets.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, gentlemen, for your time and for speaking to us on this, Dr. Gnaka. I don't know. We probably should change your name, but then Dr. Gnaka Lagoke, Associate Professor, History and Pan-Africanist Studies, Lincoln University, Pennsylvania, and also Daniel Ozoukou, Research Fellow, or rather Research Scholar, Leaders of Africa Institute. Thank you so much once again for joining us.